Earlier in the show, Tiff took a passenger ride beside Dakar rally legend Giniel de Villiers in his Toyota Hilux that finished second in this year's event. It's fair to say Tiff had an interesting experience. But as he'd now be trying to beat Giniel's lap time, the question was, had he learnt anything from the master or just spent the whole time grumbling?
Where are all the gears? Which way's first?
First is just one back.
Yep, I think that's answered the question.
This feels very unnatural.
Have you ever been a passenger in your own car, Giniel?
Not really.
The time Tiff had to beat was 1 minute 55.26, but it seemed only fair to allow him a few sighter laps before starting the clock.
At this point, Tiff would just be wondering, what gears to be in and how to push the car a bit more. Because after all, Tiff's never been in it and Giniel's done thousands of miles.
It's so very natural. I've straight away got my left foot on the brake. It just feels the right thing to do.
Sounds fantastic though, and it sounds like Tiff's really getting the hang of it quite quickly, as I should have hoped.
I really thought the steering would be kicking in my hands, but it's lovely. It's like a little swing racing car.
Yes.
I can't believe how much I'm enjoying this so quickly. But that's when it's dangerous, so don't worry, Giniel, we won't get too overconfident.
I drove a mini X-Raid Dakar, which competed against this car actually in this year's Dakar Rally. So I know what fun they can be. They're fantastically agile and you can get them sideways really easily and really quickly. And they are an amazing piece of kit to drive because they're so alive, but they're also quite difficult because you have to focus mentally, they're physically demanding, and it gets really hot in there. Here he comes.
So what do you enjoy most, the dunes or the riverbeds or the rocky roads? I mean, what's the most enjoyable part of the Dakar?
I enjoy the dunes a lot, but I don't want to just drive in the dunes. You want that the mix of everything you get is actually the enjoyment.
With his brief practice over, it was time to find out just how fast Tiff could go.
He's just crossed the start line. Clock's ticking. See how he does? No pressure. He's literally tearing chunks out the grass and all sorts. Oh my word, he's on it.
It's a torquey engine, isn't it?
Torque is what you want in the desert, because you're driving blind and don't know where you're going. You want the engine to respond and have the torque, and especially in the sand as well.
Oh, I can hear him using the throttle now properly. It's lovely.
Oh, I've got to get off the throttle when I jump, Tiff, otherwise I will rev the engine. I tell you what, it's nicer when you've got a steering wheel to hold on to.
Yeah, no, it is. It's definitely better than sitting in the co-driver's seat. Sometimes in Dakar you can have stuff like this for 40 Ks. And that's really tiring, physically and mentally.
Clock's ticking.
You're doing a good job.
But how good? Tiff was now nearing the end of the lap and I was glued to the stopwatch.
1 minute 52, 53, 54. Here we go, you go.
So, had our man done enough?
1:59.65. He had to beat a 1:55.26, so that's just over 4.5 seconds slower than Giniel. Giniel's just come second in the Dakar Rally. Tiff's only got into the car a few moments ago. That is awesome.
That's seriously, thank you so much.
No, it's a pleasure, man.
Sitting beside me being a hooligan in your car.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, my back, my neck.
So how was that then, your Dakar experience?
I can get me old for it, actually. But that was wonderful. I feel rejuvenated. I thought it was going to be this beast, nasty thing that was going to scare me, but it was so well sorted. You know, I wanted to drive it for another hour. Maybe not another 11 hours.
No.
But of course, you've driven a Dakar car as well.
Yeah, I felt exactly the same because they look so sort of scary in a way and they sound so awesome. But to drive, they're really user-friendly. Fantastic.
I tell you what, I've driven a Dakar car. You've driven a Dakar car.
Yeah.
Why don't we put an entry in for the Dakar?
Brilliant. I'll drive.
Oh, no. Obviously, I will drive.
No. Obviously, I'll drive. I'm always a passenger with you.
Yeah, but I'm taller.
No, but I'm better.
No, but
Surely.
you'll be better at digging sandcastles.
I won't be digging any.
I can't believe it, Tim. That was painful to watch.
Still what it's done to your wing mirrors every time.
Right, if it's done that to the wing mirrors, you want to have a look at the bonnet.
It's all that work undone in an instant.
Right, let's